It's a Sunday morning, okay? I'm saying the house is divided. Andrew Gillum wants all the votes counted. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't updated myself on that. You're not gonna get the joy you want. You're gonna get the joy you deserve, okay? Now, reality. Don't ask me why the cover is not on too. Because it's part of this Sunday. It's the theme. Since these people want to change up the game and move marriage to medicine Saturday, which personally, honestly, I can't lie. I prefer, because it's just like I don't have time to be editing 2 videos on Sunday, which is why my videos come so late. At least if it comes to Saturday, I can put out this video on Sunday and then put out Real Housewives of Atlanta on Monday. Let's get to the booth. Continue from the scene of the crime, all the ratchetry. Guys, if you see anything, there's some whipped cream here, homemade whipped cream. Don't play yourself. Self-care, bitch, okay? So there's definitely some whipped cream in this cup hole. So if you see that, don't ask me. Get me excited about whipped cream. I'm excited about anything that is sweet. Apart from chocolate, I hate chocolate. But we start with the scene of the crime. And they are just dispersed. Aiden and Mariah are walking away, and everyone's on the table like, oh my god, oh my god. Toya walks to go and meet Mariah, and Mariah and Nino's like, it's okay, go meet your guests, go take care of your guests, we're fine. There's nothing wrong, there's nothing wrong. Mariah is like expecting everyone's support, because the thing about Heaven is that Heaven is always saying the mama thing, every time mama. And I guess the thing hurts Mariah's feelings, I guess, so, you know, they separated, because Aiden was like trying to tell Dr. Damon, which was last episode, I think, or I don't know if it's the episode, tell your wife to not say the mama thing, because, you know, that's family or whatever. And that's when the whole thing got heated, because Dr. Damon looked like he was about to square up, like, bitch, don't tell me what to do with my wife. And you see Dr. Heavenly, nah, fuck that bitch, I don't like that bitch. I get that level of anger. Sometimes that happens with me. I'm like, I don't even give a flying fuck again. I'm angry. You know what I'm saying? It's then the consequences. I get to that level of anger, guys. I'm serious. I mean, some people be like, oh, I guess that level of anger. I really get to that level of anger. But it takes a lot to get me there, because it's not productive for anybody. But I know when it's happening. I've trained it more that I never do anything like damning at this point, because I now know that it's not productive and I'm growing older. But I still do, like, I can get very angry and become very bitchy. So blah blah, I don't really care. I don't even really remember what happens at the dinner table. Everything disperses or whatever, and then we're back in the next morning, and Dr. Eugene, you know, is in the kitchen making a barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Eugene's barbecues next morning. Well, it's a new dawn, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new light, it's a new dawn, it's a new dawn. Okay, we're not wow guys, I don't know if my lips are ashy. I wanted to put some Vaseline on these lips before, but girl, I guess I forgot, okay? Don't act like you've never had an ashy lip day, okay? You're not that bitch. And if you've never had an ashy lip day, I guess you care more than I do about myself, and you're better than me in terms of that, okay? Leave me alone. Eugene is making Toya's the baked beans recipe, and Toya comes out and is like, oh my god, Toya's gonna be mad at me. He said, well, I cooked your beans. Toya's like, you cooked my beans? Why? Oh my god. Guys, nothing pisses me off more than when I like bank or something. Like, I can see why Eugene thought I'll be mad, because I'll be mad too. Because one time I was like making baked beans or whatever, like I already planned my breakfast, baked beans, you know what I'm saying, with some eggs, That's how Adeshola went to go and take my baked beans and put salt in my baked beans and pepper and like spiced up the baked beans. I'm like, what the fuck? Who seasons baked beans, my nigga? Like, what the fuck? Are you a weirdo? You season baked beans, my nigga? You season baked beans? I don't know. Because me, I'm not American. Apparently, you guys in America be season baked beans. I don't season my baked beans. Just give me that Heinz baked beans. Put on the side. You know what I'm saying? Very English breakfast. I don't know if it's English, bitch. Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's what we eat as English breakfast in Nigeria. Don't question it. And don't mention it, too. Don't question it or don't mention it. Okay? So I understood why he thought that Toya would be upset. And you know what? The baked beans end up being trash. And Dr. Eugene was trying to blame it on the ground beef in Antigua, when he knows it's because he fucking put garlic in baked beans. Like, who? Dr. Eugene, don't play me. That the barbecue starts, so obviously everyone's like, oh my god, we hope the barbecue is going to resolve some issues, whatever, you know, the boys and girls are going to settle their beef and, you know, talk about the shits during the barbecue, since this is what we all do in marriage medicine, is just get around, you know, foster situations that could possibly cause conflicts and see what happens. So Cecil sets the scene for the guys. Like, you know, I really like the guys. They're so cool. I get along with boys and girls. I'm a girl. I'm not one of those girls that be like, oh, I don't have any girlfriends because girls that not me, ho. You won't find Joy Whitney saying that. I do get along with boys too because they're just so easy going. Like, Cecil was like, okay, you know, this whole thing, I just wanted to say that Aiden was like, I don't think you should bring family into it. He was like, and I don't think he meant anything wrong by that. That's what Cecil was saying. So he basically set the precedence for Dr. Damon to just see that, like, I think you misread this, so maybe we can just clear it up. Like, you know, just how civilized human beings behave. For example, say me and friend A are having a conflict. Friend B would just like set the scene, just kind of like try and be neutral, like, yo, I'm not trying to like, but I'm just saying like this, da da da. You know, just set the scene so that we can all like resolve this conflict, not spew fire into it or keep quiet, da da da. I don't know. Once Cecil said that, you know, the boys kind of left, and they left Aiden and Eugene together, and they were just kind of cutting back and forth between the guys and the girls, and it was just like, oh my god, the guys got their lives together, the girls are messy. Guys got their lives together, the girls are messy. Guys got their lives together, the girls are messy. A mess. So the girls, they're around the pool, whatever. All I remember is the Dr. Contessa trying to go ahead to kiss Toya, and Toya's like, because you know she kisses everybody on the cheek, and Toya's like, how's she gonna try and kiss me after those were some serious allegations, because you know Dr. Contessa's crazy ass thinks Toya actually hits her on purpose. Which, by the way, Toya is so fucking annoying that I see how you can get in your head and think that way, Dr. Contessa, but I really don't think Toya hit her on purpose. Cut back to Dr. Damon and Eugene. Dr. Damon was trying to say, you know, he didn't really mean for anything to go crazy, that he actually really likes Dr. Aiden, and he hates that the discourse that's happening between Heavenly and Mariah is affecting their relationship because he actually really values their friendship, and he doesn't want to lose Dr. Aiden as a friend. And Dr. Aiden was like, I mean, personally to me, I feel like you're the one that bugged, because all I said was, why is she bringing up, like, she shouldn't bring up the mama thing, because that's the only thing, that's family. Other than that, like, that's the only reason why. I don't know why you got so upset. Then Dr. Damon was like, true, but also, to be honest, I was hurt too, because Mariah is saying I'm cheating and I'm not cheating on my wife, da da da. And Dr. Aiden was like, yeah, but Heavenly also said my dick was tiny, which she literally, Heaven said that, and da da da. Dr. Damon was like, you know what, I'm really sorry. Dr. Damon is such a sweet guy. He was like, you know, I'll tell Heaven to stop saying the mama thing, and I won't tell you what to say to Mariah. You see, you just have to listen to how people address you, like, when they give you that respect. He literally told Dr. Aiden, like, because you're a man, I'm not going to tell you what to do. So I'm not going to tell you what to tell your wife, but you know, I know that you do the right thing because I think you're a cool guy. Like, do you get? So he's literally like empowering you, respecting you. I like Dr. Damon. That's what, because of Dr. Damon, I feel like Dr. Heavenly may secretly at home be an amazing person, because like he's just so sweet. He can't, like, there has to be some good in Dr. Heavenly, or maybe he's just so sweet that he only. I know because like Dr. Heavenly can be so bitchy. Like, it's so weird that her husband is such a teddy. Like, it seems like it's either he too is kind of crazy, or Heavenly is low-key a teddy. Something has to give for that relationship to actually work, because it seems like they actually really work. We go back to Mariah and the girls, or the girls, I guess, Quan and the girls. I don't care. All the girls. I don't think I'm in Mariah stan, whatever. I just say Mariah girls, but I actually do like Mariah though. I know she gets a bad rap, but like I kind of understand her. But she's so crazy. Can she chill? Can she own up to something, girl? That's why people don't like you, because you won't own up to stuff. But she's so defensive. You know, she's like, well, for me, it was hurtful because she keeps on bringing up my mom and the mommy thing, for someone to keep on bringing up my mother, and I have to look my mother in the eye. So you know how Mariah is always like laying something on thick. Like, don't give Mariah a reason to say that you're the bad person, like to say you're the bad guy. She really laid on thick, like for mommy to look me in the eye and say, why you hanging around this person that keeps on saying, mama, mom, because we're on reality TV and this is it, this is my job, how about that? Like, I feel like, okay, that's laying me on thick. And I guess that ticked Heavenly off too. And Heavenly was like, talk about yourself, which was just like, Heavenly, you didn't need to talk to, which is like, I feel like because Dr. Heavenly had said, excuse me, Mariah reminds her of her sister. Mariah literally gets under Heavenly's skin. She can't even just stop talking. She was like, talk about yourself, talk about yourself. Mariah's like, He's like, talk about the glass you broke. That's Dr. Heavenly. So obviously we're not solving anything. We're not being like the guys at all. By the time we're taking digs and saying, talk about what you did, because Dr. Heavenly, you two talk about what you did, because you keep on talking about someone's mom. We can say you two say, I'm sorry for, like, don't tell Mariah what to do. Worry about, if you're saying sorry, you worry about how you want to say the apology. Don't, like, worry about what the person is saying, is basically what I'm trying to say. So both of you, obviously, we're not coming here to resolve something. I mean, Heavenly was wearing shades, like, with an attitude, like, obviously she wasn't here to make amends, okay? She's like, talk about the glass you broke. Then Mariah's like, oh yeah, accidentally broke a glass. Kind of like when your husband broke the glass. I was like, okay. So now it's like, Mariah, you didn't accidentally break any dumbass glass. You literally took that glass and broke the stem. And like, that's childish. You didn't accidentally break that. That looked very obvious. And it was just like, what were you trying to do with that? Because when you're about to stab Heavenly, because I remember last episode, Heavenly was like, she ain't that crazy. Mariah, please. Stop. So I guess the whole thing just got Heavenly so all riled up, because you know Heavenly just hates like when Mariah plays the woe is me and tries to take the moral high ground and stuff. So that gets on that Heavenly skin. So okay, so Heavenly walks away, and then Toya goes to talk to her, like, come back, because you know this is Toya's trip. So Toya's trying to make sure that everyone is together, and Toya calls her, and he's like, come on, I have to talk to Contessa and act. I mean, Contessa kissed me on the cheek, like, we're cool, like, please, let's just, like, you know, find some sort of resolution. And you know, she comes back, and like, you know, Mariah and her agreed to, like, she comes back to sit down, and then who said, I don't know who brought up Contessa again that, well, Contessa, welcome back to the group, I don't know who said that, but then somebody was like, there was an incident yesterday, we just want to know. I think it was Dr. Jackie that said something about Contessa. It was Dr. Jackie that was like, oh, Contessa, anyways, welcome back to the group. There's an incident that happened yesterday, you know, bringing up the fact that Contessa thinks that Toya smacked her boob on purpose. And then Contessa is like, you're aware you injured me, honestly, and you didn't call, not one phone call. Toya's like, what are you talking about? I apologize. And then was like, she did apologize. And it was kind of like not feeling Contessa, thinking that Toya did that thing on purpose. And Contessa was like, well, when I told you hurt me, you injured me, you're just like, oh, I'm sorry. Which I still feel, Dr. Contessa, like, if you hit someone, they just had surgery, I'm gonna need you to give me more than like, oh, I'm sorry, like, please just be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, let it seem sincere. So I guess it wasn't sincere enough for Contessa, so she didn't really believe it. But Toya thought that, like, she apologized, and everybody kind of like backed Toya up that she apologized. And Toya was like, oh, when she was like, you injured me, you didn't even call me, you didn't do anything, Toya was like, I've never seen anyone so needy. Like, this girl is so needy, more needy than my kids. Toya, you need to shut up, because was it at the beginning of this season that you were here crying that no one was calling you because their dying dad, or, well, not dying, but their very sickly dad needed to pick up from the airport, and you were having a party, and you were like, oh, at least they could have given you a text, and how you were like upset that they were not involving you in their lives with everyone, even with calls. So that's very rich that you're saying that someone else requires too much attention, since that's literally your issue, is that you require too much attention. But okay. And so they agree to you know, just like coexist, because Contessa is like, I don't want to fight with you because it's stale. I don't know, Contessa is very funny. She has all these like funky sayings that she says, who knows. So we go to a segment of Quad showing her wigs, like, oh, what wig would I wear today? What wig would I wear today? I'm like, she was like, oh, this one, honey, she needs to be bleached. Oh, this one, honey. Girl, okay. Sure, I mean. Then Mariah and Toya, like that cute scene while Toya was outside in her towel, and she had like rollers in her hair. And Mariah's like, oh, Toya's outside doing a nasty photo shoot naked. It was just like cute, some girl time. And dinner tonight, Toya planned the dinner since last week. Yesterday they gave each other gifts. This night's dinner was about gifts, but like sexual gifts, and everyone was just going to talk about like what they gave each other sexual. And so we go for dinner, you know. And it starts off Heavenly is like, oh, daddy likes it when I put it in my mouth. Dr. Jimmy was like, ugh. I was like, Heavenly, like, you're so uptight and Jesus, and then you just talk about giving someone fellatio like from the side. I mean, I guess that's why. Heaven is crazy, okay? Heavenly is crazy. So Simone was like, oh, when it comes to sex, I'm pretty basic. And then for some reason, like the word of the night today, I mean the word of marriage and medicine, they should have named that episode basic. Because like for some reason, Simone saying that her sex life is basic was just like TikTok out. She's like, no, don't say basic. Simone was like, well, you know, he's working for 22 years, so you could learn something. She's like, don't say basic. She's like, well, Eugene, you were masturbating, so whatever Toya was doing wasn't working. She was like, don't say basic, Eugene was like, Toya, let her say whatever, let her use whatever word she wants to use, let the girl talk. So I was like, no, stop it. Eugene was like, calm down, Toya, let her no, stop talking. Okay, Toya was like, okay, move out, come outside with me. Then shit starter Simone was like, oh, they're just gonna go outside. Then Quad, because you know Quad doesn't want anyone talking about her marriage, Quad was like, well, yeah, you know, I'll just stay out of it because it's their marriage. Looking at Simone like saying like, everyone learn from this. You guys stay out of other people's marriages. And like Toya's going through like a storm about basic or no basic, and she starts crying. And guys, I really felt bad for Toya because in the moment she was actually really hurt. Like, yo, she came back to the table, like they tried to sort everything out. She was on the table, she was just crying. I think all just like pulling everybody together and trying to keep everybody together and, you know, plan the trip was just weighing on her. She said her birth control. And she started, Simone goes to the bathroom with Toya and, you know, kind of comforts her and tells her to calm down. And Toya now realizes that she's like being dramatic, like why is she fighting her husband again over this again? She doesn't know why she's fighting her husband. So she goes back and her husband is busy apologizing, like, oh, I'm sorry if, you know, we're taking over. She was like, I'm sorry, Eugene, stop apologizing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everyone. And she kisses her husband. And it was just like, oh, she was like, I'm taking birth control, guys. And then it was like, the key, like, birth control. Some side effects that the FDA doesn't know. I don't know. I've heard some people saying that their mood fluctuates with birth control. But I'm not sure if the doctors were, like, co-signing what Toya said or if they were being sarcastic. Because Simone was like, some effects that the FDA doesn't know about, you know? So, which one is it? Do you guys, think they're, you know what I'm saying, being sarcastic, or do you think they agree with Toya? Anyways, back to Toya. So after she says that she was on birth control, she was like, you know, I'm just going through a lot, and like I didn't like the fact that this trip, planning this whole trip, and you know, Contessa and I are not getting along. At this point, she's teary-eyed, and then Contessa is like, it's okay, girl, even I want to make up with you. Hopefully we can get somewhere where we can be at least at a middle ground. I know they hold hands or whatever, and it was cute. And she was like, heavily, even you and Mariah's relationship, or I don't know if this was before or after, whatever, it's super disrespectful. Like, it gets to a place that's super disrespectful. And I feel like Mariah just like takes just because they were like, oh, you guys both get to a level where it's disrespectful. Mariah's like, no, there's no sharing blame here, and your husbands were each other's faces, there's no sharing blame, which, to be fair, she was right. Aidan wasn't in Dr. Damon's face. Dr. Damon was in Aidan's face. I know the thing could have been handled differently. That seems to tick Mariah off, and she was just like, no, you guys are not going to tell this lady to stop saying your mama. Then Quad keeps butting in. Well, the same way you say something about her husband is the same way you say something about your mama. I personally don't feel that way, but I mean, I get why people can feel that way, because yes, someone's husband and their mom is family. But me personally, I feel like, first of all, everybody across culture knows that mommy is saying your mama is disrespectful. Now, you can hate your husband, you can get a divorce from your husband. So when someone is saying like your mama purposefully, you're like, why are you going that far? Like, you just really want to hurt my feelings and just going to someone's mom. Like, if someone keeps on saying your mama to me, I may have to slap them. Like, I'm sorry, my mom. But I won't disrespect anybody's mom like that. Like, even think about it is making me cringe. So I personally don't think it's the same, but Quad, it's just like, Quad, shut up. Because you don't want anybody harping in on your own shit. So I don't know, maybe that's why you're harping in on her stuff. But Mariah, you too, you could have just like toned it down a notch. Okay, everyone's not going to fight heavily for you. Okay, like both of you are crazy and both of you shade each other. So everyone just tries to stay out of it because both of you are crazy. So anyways, Mariah and Dr. Eugene's stomach, Dr. Aiden's stomach, because like, they're just like, you know what, you don't have to, Dr. Eugene is like, I don't understand why it has to be a big deal just because we don't want you guys to fuss with each other. Like, I can't, Then Dr. Aiden was about to start talking. Mariah's like, don't say anything, don't say, we're leaving. And so they leave. Whatever, they were like, we tend to guess they leave. And then Dr. Eugene was trying to explain that like, he doesn't understand why, like, you know, we can't like everybody that, He likes Dr. Greg, but he also likes Quad. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we move on to the next day, and you know the season, like, this is the episode is dwindling down. We're about to be done. You know what I'm saying? We go on a boat cruise. This is Mariah's trip. She wakes up like fresh. She was like, guys, I know that we left abruptly yesterday, but today's a new day, and we're gonna, you know, it's gonna be positive. They rented the boat. It was supposed to be more classy and upscale and than, you know, the boat that they were shading Simone for. But like, I mean, it's it's a nice boat. I thought it was cute. Like, they had all this stuff. I don't know. It seemed like somebody shaded some. I don't know. They were shading. You know how they always shade stuff because these girls like to act like they're so bougie, whatever. Like, but at the same time, Toya and Eugene would be like they're the first people to like earn this tax bracket in their family. So obviously you've slumped it before. So I don't really always act bougie. But I guess when you elevate, you know, you're supposed to forget, you know, slumming it. I guess or goals. And it was Mariah that was doing it. And Toya was like, hey, I'm all for someone else spending their money. And it was just like real life. I'm always up for someone else spending their money if I don't have to. Savings, save, budgets, deals, bitch, anything, gifts, bitch. I love gifts. And you know, they're on the boats, they're just shooting the shit. Shout out to Rocks, it's Rocks. And you know, their fruits, the girls are having fun. Heavenly and Toya are matching. They talk about like this honey honey packet thing that has testosterone. And what's her name said that she needs some. Contessa, and they're like, Contessa, I don't know when they're like, Contessa, are you sure you need some? Because give those boobs a rest. It's fun and everything. Toya was like, oh, can girls take the testosterone honey packets? What happens to girls if they take too much testosterone? And Dr. Jackie was like, what's it? Clitomography? Clitomography? I don't know, clitomography. And apparently your clit like grows into a little dick. So there's that. But I don't think it actually looks like a dick. It's just a very huge clit. But Heavenly shades the men because like there's like all the staff on the boat are like male, and Heavenly was like, their track record, they don't need any female staff. I was like, I love it. Heavenly shades everybody. So we're having a good time, but no, shade starter Simone. So Contessa, well, welcome back to the group. Contessa's like, I don't like the fact that you guys, I mean, thank you, but you know, I wasn't going on holiday. I was going on surgery. Contessa, you need to stop bringing up your surgery and stop using it as an excuse. I was like, oh my God, Simone is so crazy. Like, what is wrong with Simone? She literally went under. You saw her, they cut off her boobs. Like, just because Dr. Jackie and other people, you just want to use it as an excuse to avoid Toya. Contessa doesn't strike me as someone that wants to avoid someone. She is literally confrontational when she needs to be. She will face the problem. So like, it was just like, Simone, are you really just trying to have a moment this season? Because you've just been so like popping off at random people. This is the same way you were treating Quad at the time when they were all like, shut up, this girl thinks she's better than us. Just like random, like, girl, are you crazy? And she was like, fuck it. She was like, stop using the surgery as an excuse. Contessa is like, you've only seen me like once. And she's like, you've only seen me once. Stop saying it then. Stop saying it then. Contessa is like, stop saying what? Stop saying, fuck you, Contessa, fuck you. I'm like, yo, Simone needs to chill the fuck out. And it seems like she's going to calm down and apologize. But fuck, Simone, fuck you. Like, who the hell do you think you're talking to like that? That was so disrespectful. Like, are all of you crazy? So you can't get surgery and like, you know, take a break from girls again in your life? Like, the way all of them are coming at Contessa is very crazy. Contessa just strikes me like someone that'll be avoiding Toya. Let's be real. Like, avoid all of you because of Toya. Are you serious? Everybody's not Dr. Jackie. You guys are so like weird. Are all of you crazy? I just thought, Simone, you're completely out of line. And if I was Contessa, I would never fuck with you ever in my life. Like, I'll just keep you at a distance because you're crazy. And you can pop up for no reason because that was completely fucked up. Like, that hurt my... I'm just like, what? Like, are you just... What? Like... That was so unnecessary, so classless. Like, and you're supposed to be this doctor and you do have your life together and you're just being like a mad person for no reason. It was not that necessarily. I said necessarily. Yes, bitch, it wasn't that necessarily. It wasn't that necessary because nothing happened for you to be that angry. Like, no, if for me to be cursing out another woman like that in my life, you would need to do something that when other people hear it, they'll be like, wow, I would have killed that girl. She said that to me. Not because what? Like, from nowhere, just because she was like, what did I say? You're like, fuck you. Like, please, girl, stop. That is ratchet as fuck, and you need to stop it. And then you guys be acting like you're better than other people from other walks of life, when you guys are just as ratchet as any other person can be. Let's stop it. You guys are ratchet hoes. Stop it. That was very unfair of you, Dr. Simone, and I feel like you were being a dick. So I'm sorry about that, Dr. Contessa. Like, fuck, these people are about to stress you out and make your titties pop. Oh my god. So that was Marriage Medicine, guys, and I'll see you for Real Housewives of Atlanta tomorrow.